Yeah, we did that. I don't know what's...
I should try smacking you and see if it turns off. What do you think?
I dare you.
No,
Show
I'm
the
not
video
that
to
dumb.
my kids.
I'm not that dumb.
Okay. So you're not going to talk?
No, it's Brian Jannelle.
Okay.
Did you thank Scranton Road?
I did. See, I do my job.
So let's say hello to people. Once you do your job.
I bet you Mike Callie's on. Mike says, your lights are working. Yes. He is in Orchard Park, New York right now.
Why?
And we are in Cleveland. What's up? Wow, nobody came to see us. What should we do?
You should dance. And sing.
Yeah, of course.
You should do your interpretive dance to We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
She's really good. And interpretive dance is one of her strengths.
You know what? I wish we could change
just a little bit better than
topic.
Her. What is it? What do you do? Samba? You do the
salsa,
merengue. Yeah. Interpretive dance.
I'm trying to keep the holiday season, and so we're doing a few things. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. We did something fun yesterday, but any ideas would be good. But let's stick to the topic because we always switch it.
Debbie Downer over there today.
Look at this. Look at that. Look. I don't even know.
It's because you're not talking.
That's why. I gotta get my coffee ready. So we were gonna talk about in-laws and the holiday. Brian, let's stay focused. Excuse me?
Did you just pull creamer out of your purse?
I sure did.
She pulled creamer out of her purse and it was open. You had an open jug of creamer.
I just opened it. I got my yogurt up in here.
What else you got in there?
That's it.
I feel like you're Mary Poppins. You're going to pull an umbrella out of there. Like a big long one. You're going to pull like a chair out of there.
I know. Mary Poppins bag.
That's my favorite. I love that movie.
Do you notice too? She moved the creamer from the counter to her purse.
I did. It was already in the purse.
Everyone's welcome to use her nice creamer.
Sneaky.
If they're willing to dig through a stranger's purse.
It was already in the purse.
You know what that looks like though.
What does it look like?
Kelly's putting her creamer in the fridge.
She doesn't put her creamer. She buys creamer for the office. It's the difference. Thank you.
You put it in your purse. It used to be on the counter. Now it's in your purse.
Oh,
Okay.
you're saying yesterday. Oh, you want some creamer? Go get your coffee. I'll give you some creamer.
No, I gotta do overtime. I don't want to leave overtime or be late for overtime because I'm getting coffee. How rude would that be?
Never do that.
Wow,
Never.
dude.
So we're going to take you back to when couples are early married. Picture to yourself, it'll be difficult. Young Jannelle and Len. I know.
It's a long,
You have to get an app or something.
long time ago.
Like do one of those changes.
Actually, I got a really cool
Can't
picture
picture
of
that.
me and Len.
I can't picture that. You got a wedding picture of you and Len?
Not wedding. Our first anniversary. It
Let's
was
see
like a couple months after we.
Let's see it.
Where? Let me see.
I got one. Talk amongst yourselves.
What is it? I gotta think.
I'm about to show you. This is gonna be great. Just talk amongst yourselves like Mike and
Just
Kelly
talk.
always
Keep
do.
talking.
We're gonna show you Brian and Sarah on their honeymoon. Right there. There it is. So picture young Brian. Basically, minus the beard, exactly the same. If I showed you a picture of Jannelle and Len, you'd be like, who's that?
Who's that?
So back then we were like, we don't know what is wrong with all these other couples having problems in their marriage. Marriage is easy. We've got love. Right?
We thought we had it all figured out.
And then we thought we were the first ones to encounter this dilemma around the holidays. What happens is, of course, you know, let's just say Jannelle's mother will call and be like, hola chica, hola manita.
Mommy?
What will she say to you?
Oh,
Hola.
hi, mommy.
No, what did she say to you?
Yeah, she would call. Mommy's like hi, sweetie.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Mommy.
And she'll do that, and then she'll be like, I love our Christmas traditions. I can't wait for you, and newly married Jannelle, and my new son-in-law, Len, to come over for Christmas Day and spend the whole day with us. And then you'll be like, oh, great, Mommy, that'd be great. I can't wait to see you there. Adios, hasta luego, manita.
Yeah, right. All of that.
And then Len's mother will call and be like, my son, I love you. I miss you. I'm so glad you're married, though, so I can't wait for you to come over Christmas Day, whole day. Now you got a problem.
Yeah.
Young couples think they solve that problem by eating 2 big meals, sharing it. You're just delaying the inevitable. How do you solve the location problem for Christmas?
I can't find
Janelle's
that
like,
picture.
easy. We just do what I want to do.
Hello. That's right. I lost
What are you
that
doing?
picture.
Are you even listening? Oh, you can't find the picture.
No. I'll find it eventually. Yeah, so man, let me see. What's up, YouTube? We see you. If you're not subscribed to YouTube, what am I doing?
I'm not sure anyone is really aware.
Make sure to subscribe to YouTube.
I just set the whole thing up. How did you and Len fix that problem?
So I shared that the first Christmas, I offered to spend Thanksgiving with my family, Christmas with his family, and then the following year we would flip it. And so we thought everything was good because Christmas is a bigger deal. And when the second Christmas came around and his family found out that he was not going to be there for Christmas, it was a problem. And so I think it's just as the families adjust to the changes, it's hard on everybody. Angie, what's up? Angie says, Brian, you're light. You are the light of the world? Oh my gosh.
That was Jesus, but thanks.
Deborah says, this year the location issue is stay at home. Sandy says, you are flashy today.
Oh, not right now, though. Here, wait. I'm going to be flashy. Hold up.
Aw. There you go.
What's the hammer method Mike was suggesting?
No idea.
He said, do the hammer method.
Put on MC Hammer, Too Legit to Quit, and tell your parents you're too legit to... No, that's not it. Please, Hammer, don't hurt them.
Miss Nevels came up with a great tip, and that's what I was hoping you guys would share.
You're not going to comment if someone thinks my wife is beautiful? Go ahead. Thanks
No,
for
I didn't
that.
even see that.
It's because you're not looking. Janelle, she says she's good at multitasking?
Yeah, I should use my phone for all this. Oh
She
my
is not.
gosh. YouTube, do you have any tips? How have you handled the location issue with the holidays? Oh yeah, so I said Miss Neville's had a great tip, a great way to handle some of this, and this came especially later, where she would invite my family and my sisters and even their partners. And so we were all together. So we didn't have to pick and choose. I like that because I think that's kind of weird how we do that. Like we act like there can only be one side of the family all at the same time.
Yeah, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with somebody saying, "Listen, those people. Those are nice people, but I don't want to celebrate my Thanksgiving. They're not my family."
Right. So
They're
then
your
that's what
family.
you get when you have to pick and choose. Then you got to suck it up and be like, okay, well then I guess I won't see you. You see what I'm saying? That's fine to do that. I'm just saying that's the price you pay. I can't be at two places at one time. You know?
Wow.
I mean, I'm just saying. That I think it was just very wise of her. Mike says, did Comrade DeWine shut all residential internet down in Ohio?
Seems like that's the case in terms of internet not working because we don't have as big of a crowd today. That's all right. A few in the crowd. Maybe it's Janelle's bad attitude today that's causing the problem.
Oh, you got me. Okay then. What about you? What are some tips you have? I shared 2 tips.
I mean, one way to solve that problem is to leave the state, move,
What the heck
Move across
kind
the
of
country.
advice is that?
and then you say we're doing holidays at our house. We can't afford or can't have time to go leave, so come on over if you want.
Yeah.
No, you got to come up with a system that works. But I think the shuffling between locations in one day is a really, really, really bad idea. And it only lasts for so long. It'll exhaust you when you're just a couple, but when you start having kids, it's going to
Oh
make
my
the day
gosh,
impossible.
yes.
At some point, your kids will hit a limit, and then one side of the family gets the good attitude from the kids, the other one gets the cranky, tired kids.
Yeah.
Then you suddenly have competition for presents. Let's say you do Christmas Day, you open it at one house, you go to the next one, the kids are bored opening presents, so the people at the second house, they get the leftovers. So now you're going to be competing the next year in who gets to be first. on the 2 trips. You just got to knock that garbage off, and you got to find something else. I like your solution of like, we're doing Christmas here. Anybody wants to come.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I wish it was that easy for people. Some
We
people
don't
will have
always
parents
do
go,
that.
no.
That
We do
they
Christmas
won't-
here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's hard. We don't always do that, but I think it's just I saw a couple people texted during the show. Somebody said the way they split it is Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And so that's I like that because it's like this.
Is it?
What, you don't like it? Why don't you like it?
It worked for us because Sarah's family tradition was Christmas Eve and mine was Christmas Day.
Oh.
But what happens to the family that their real Christmas is Christmas Day? Because growing up, Christmas Eve was just a thing that was before the thing.
Yeah.
So it's a nice idea, but if both families prioritize, let's say, Christmas Eve, it's still a competition and someone's still disappointed.
Yeah.
When they get, oh man, I get Christmas Day, boo.
You don't think there's a little bit of selfishness in this? Like at some
There's
point.
a whole lot of selfishness in this.
Like if you gotta give a little. Kind of like what I told you Miss Nevels did. It's like, okay, you can't have everything. If you want to see him.
Well, Lord willing, I'm going to solve this problem in advance for Sarah and me because we're going to have a lot of people that honestly, here's the other thing. When you have a big family, I've already accepted the fact that there will be very rare occasions when all 5 kids and their families will be in the same place.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be almost impossible.
Yeah.
So that makes it easier. But the other thing is this, is I can convince Sarah to agree. Christmas for my wife and kids and their spouses and all that later on is going to be the week before, the week after Christmas, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. It's going to be a time when no one's doing anything.
Yeah, I like that. Now, there have been times the Nevilles and the Rays kind of try to figure it out. And then I see my sisters, they try to do it with their family. We try to accommodate so that if there's a side of the family that's trying to get everybody together, we'll kind of like arrange if we can. You know? So what I'm saying, like just work with people. I think the problem comes in when, let's say, me as a mother-in-law, when I'm like, no, I want Christmas Day with you, versus other people want you to. Let's work together. We got several people involved.
But see, normal people. This is the thing I was telling you earlier. It seems like almost everybody falls victim to this, and you and I can talk tough about, I'm going to do it 2 weeks before, and they're going to be like, these people are just like, oh, Christmas Day, I need it that day. One of the 2 of us is going to have this problem with our kids.
Yeah. What?
That one of us will have our kids exasperated by the way we're treating the holidays because we're putting too much pressure on them. What happens that causes people to do that? I bet your in-laws and your parents said the same thing. Oh, we're going to be the cool grandparents. We're not going to have a competition. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. So what happens? How will you get caught in that trap without even realizing it?
I don't think you have to. Like, my family wasn't all about that. My side of the family.
But can it also be as subtle as, let's just say for the sake of argument, all your kids are grown up. You got 5 out of 6 kids coming for Christmas. And one of them can't. And you understand.
Yeah.
But you're sad. Right? I mean, you're a mom. You're sad. Can you hide your sadness from that kid?
Oh,
Because everybody knows when mom's disappointed, she doesn't have to say she is.
yeah.
You can crush, particularly a son, when you, without saying anything, are clearly disappointed. Isn't it possible you could do that? I mean, I know I could do it.
I think expressing disappointment is not a problem. Letting a person know, oh, I'm going to miss you. I wish we would have all been together, but I understand. I don't think that's an issue. I think the issue is when
Doesn't that in and of itself put pressure on the kid, though?
It doesn't have to.
But could
It's
it?
obvious.
But could it?
Yeah, it could.
And so what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is trying to be gracious to the parents, the grandparents,
Yeah.
to say that I bet all of them said they weren't going to be like that, and somehow something changes. Or they do something they don't mean to do that causes that conflict. Right?
Yeah.
It has to be that. Otherwise, we sound like the people going, all these old people don't know what they're doing. Our generation's going to get it right.
I'm talking about a prior generation that got it right, which is my parents. The way I saw them do it, and even today, like our family does a lot of family reunions, which is turning out to be like we just hang together. And a lot of times, for example, my brother can't make it. You know, if you can't make it, you can't make it, and you just move on. Like, so I'm not even looking at like what I'm gonna do right. I'm looking at what they did, and I'm like, And then, of course, Edwin knows, oh, we're going to miss you. That's messed up. But, okay, great. And then we move on.
But
I think it's the attitude. It's when that's messed up, you're not coming, and you
Okay.
picking her family. And
in fairness,
that's all of that is what causes the drama.
in fairness, let's just say that Jonah, he's older, and 5 years in a row, he goes to his wife's house for Christmas. And for 5 years, you say, oh, we're going to miss you. It's great. Isn't there a point at which you feel justified in putting pressure on him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Isn't that how it happens then?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not 5 years. Maybe it's 2 years. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, great. Wow. Okay. You're going there again. Well, we'll miss you. I feel like it's got to be easier than we realize to fall into that trap. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I could see that.
Because you're talking real tough.
I haven't done it, so I'm not even saying what I would do. I'm saying what I've seen happen.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
You
you're
know?
right. Yeah.
And my brother hasn't made a lot of stuff. And so I've seen it where it doesn't have to cause drama. You know? His kids miss out on a lot of stuff because he doesn't make it. And it doesn't, I had to refresh, y'all. I was wondering, like, wow, nobody cares what we're talking about. So Jennifer says, we used to split Thanksgiving. We would do dinner at one house and dessert at the other. For Christmas, we stay home and people can come here. We do Christmas Eve with the family, and then we would just host with the in-laws a few days later. Hi, Fiola. Hope is here. What's up, Hope? I thank God that my mom taught me to partner with my husband on what we want. She taught me to make our own traditions. She passed last year, regretfully. We don't have to choose anymore. Yeah, that's sad. And Hope, I think, yeah, it is possible, and some parents do figure it out, and I think it's our job to learn from them. You know, so like even looking at the way my mom dealt with it, I'm taking that with me to be like, dude, like if my mom didn't put that pressure on me, let me try to learn from her so I don't do that to my kids. Because I was able to benefit from, you know, the way she did it. And my siblings too. Gary says, it was a little rough when my kids were smaller. We'd go to each grandparent's house, then change it to alternate between holidays. Thanksgiving at one and Christmas at the other.
Yeah,
wow,
and you know,
it's like common. That's crazy.
It's super common.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, nobody likes it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not. Because
Yeah.
there's a real part of me that even though it's fair to do this or that, like I'll miss my family if we don't do, you know what I mean? Like it's...
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, and so sometimes I wonder if the pressure isn't even from a parent. It's self-imposed because
Yes.
you miss out.
Yeah. And especially in the beginning, I would miss, like you said, in the beginning, I don't want to be away from my mom. So I'd be like, yo, I don't want to be here. So you're right. It's not just the parents.
And the other mom's like, why'd your wife got some attitude?
Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah. Rob, who's so wise.
Oh, stop.
Wow, you got like, whoa.
Rob's just Googling answers to this question and copy
He
and paste.
says, just like yesterday's topic of kids no longer wanting to decorate, perspective, Brian, we have to, this thing.
I think I read that exact same thing on the internet the other day, Rob. Go ahead.
We have to nurture their growth and we have to encourage them. Miss Viola definitely got life figured out. She's a grandma. She has a bunch of kids.
You guys are like the same age, right?
Yeah, she says, I have found down through the years, it changes. What worked when my family was young no longer works. We had to make adjustments down through time.
Well, look at Mary's. Go down. What's up? Oh, whew. You
My
scroll so
mom
fast.
was one of 7 kids. My grandmother was wise and made the first Sunday of December as the day we all got together. Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
At a set location. It was early, but it was nice as a kid. Wow, that is super smart.
Yeah,
I might
love
take
that idea because it's actually far enough away from Christmas too that it's not going to be anybody's way, and you're almost without excuse to not be there.
I like that. I might steal that.
And I've told Sarah too, like I still want to figure out a way once a year when our kids are grown to get them all in the same place.
I think it's possible.
Once a year? Can you do that with the raised
do that.
plan?
We do that. Now,
Once a year.
Edwin
15
can't
years.
make that, but Edwin's not a good example.
But that's not everybody. You see
No,
what I mean?
I was going to say, that's not a good example because there's like, well, I guess there's always issues going on. The Nevilles do that. But you said once a year. Yeah.
Isn't that sad to think about?
Yeah.
That there's going to come a point at which it hits, and you're not going to have all 6 of your kids in the
Yeah.
same place more than once every
Like
2 years,
yeah.
3 years. You're gonna. How do you feel about that?
I think
You need some
it's all
Kleenex?
about expectations.
You need some Kleenex here.
No, I think it's about
I'm
expectations.
trying to be Barbara Walters, make you cry.
If you, I know, right? Yeah, if you just know, that time's coming and enjoy it while it lasts, I think we're good.
Wow, you are in denial.
Really? So I can't just be like, wise. Hello. You can't just be like learning from me.
You watch. Overtime. 10 years. Ah, help me.
Wow.
My baby is under the air.
Wow, dude, you got problems. No, I mean, it will be sad.
I'm just a realist. And you're like, no, everything's going to be great.
I said
I'm
it
gonna
will
love
be
it.
sad. It's not
gonna
the
be
end of
great.
the world.
I'll be sad for
Just
a
like
minute,
it's sad
and
that
then
they're
I'll be
not
happily ever after.
Oh, okay, so, all right. You want to hear, yes, I'll mess up. I'll be sad, depressed.
Yeah,
I'll have
I do want to
attitude.
hear that actually, because I feel that way.
But I'm not you.
Well, that's true.
And so what I'm saying is you can be like, okay, it's a different season. Don't you like Ecclesiastes?
I do.
And what does Ecclesiastes say about
It says
seasons?
that things are hard and life sucks.
And what does it say
so
about
love
seasons?
God and enjoy your time.
It also says there's a season for everything. So we could be wise and be like, it's another season now.
But it sounds like your book of Ecclesiastes would be all like, life's great, it is fun, dance,
didn't say
bring
great.
it.
Jennifer says the reason we could house hop at Thanksgiving is our parents only live 15 minutes from each other. That is really cool. Rob says green is an accurate color on you, Brian. I'm going to give you the biggest uncomfortable hug after this pandemic. You shouldn't even wait after the
You want an uncomfortable hug, Rob? I got you. I'm the king of uncomfortable hugs.
Oh, God.
We can compete.
Charles is here. Charles probably got an amazing answer. Shannon, what's up?
I know Shannon.
I'm a visit
She has the
Shannon.
cutest twins on earth. You got to go look at Shannon.
Let's see.
So and I friends with her and her husband. Look at those babies.
Oh, my God.
Look at those babies.
So cute.
They're the cutest twins in the whole world.
So all of these are her kids?
Uh-huh.
Wow, Brian, you ain't doing nothing.
What?
6 kids. It's the smart people that have 6 kids. Good job. KP on YouTube. So now everybody wants to show up. KP says, we don't have this problem. We are different from different states.
Do you see that?
What?
He said we're in different states from both sets of parents.
Wow.
Really, if you're having a really hard problem, here's Brian's secret special tip. Leave the state. I know it sounds crazy, but it solves a lot of these problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually really complicated to live close to all your family.
Mike says, how would you react if one of your children said to you they're going to stay home and celebrate Christmas as a family and not visit you?
Jannelle?
I would try, I'm not there yet, but I would try to remember when we wanted that, and just be like, man, I get it. And I would be like, I'm going to miss you, and I miss when you were little, and it's going to be so sad, but I get it, and then be over it.
And then be over it.
And then move on.
Like, after that breath.
And then move on.
It'd be like, well, then we're alone this Christmas.
And then move on, because I'll probably have another one of my kids there, and I want to be present with that kid.
Mom, we all got
I'll
together,
have
all the
Len
kids,
there.
and we decided we all have our own families, and we all would like to spend Christmas as our own families. See you
Then
next year.
I'll be very sad. I'll tell them. And then, like, for example, there's 364 other days. I could be like, okay, well, can we meet up for New Year's?
No, Mom, we're establishing our family. We, have
We
plans
don't
on
want
New
to
Year's.
see you. We
We
don't
want
want
to
to see
party
you.
with our mother on New Year's. We'll see you in look at everybody there. We talked 2 years. Family reunion. I'm so annoying.
You are. Wow, I'm glad
Yeah,
you said
I'm
that.
really annoying.
While we're still going.
I brought up yesterday to Sarah and the kids about you trying to get me, and you kind of got me with that whole like marriage pact thing,
Looking
whatever,
all awkward.
on here. And then one of my kids was like, "Why did she do that to you?" And Sarah was like, "Well, because your dad's kind of mean to her."
It's like, wow.
And I was like, "Yeah, I deserve it.
Gosh.
I deserved it."
I'm glad you said it publicly. Mike says, I think the biggest thing about getting together is that they don't put pressure on you and you don't put pressure on them. So everyone's happy. Mike says, then Len and Jannelle need to do a road trip and visit them. Or we could just go to DR and just be on our own.
Oof.
That's what Len would want.
But see, that's where I think graciousness needs to come in, though, is that I think very few people vindictively put pressure on someone. I bet if you talk to any mother-in-law who someone's like, oh, she put so much pressure on me and this mother-in-law. So if you talk to the mother-in-law, she'd be like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
This is unfair. For years, they keep prioritizing the other side of the family, and we matter, and we don't feel like we matter. You see what I mean? Like, there's another side to the story of pressure.
Yeah. That's true.
Because you'll be the mother-in-law for 4 women.
I will. And they'll love me. They'll love me.
All
Thank
4.
you. I'm further
More
along
than
than
their
you.
own mother, really.
I'm further along than you are, and Isaiah's girlfriend loves me. Like, she's amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
Amazing.
They're going to be like, mother in love, Jannelle. I'd like you to know I disown my own mother.
She loves me.
Because
Isaiah,
I love you more.
Isaiah took me. We went like 2 days ago. He's like, can you come to Target with me? It's her birthday, and I want to make something special. We were both shopping. I love that, to see him take care of her. I'm like, yo, that's awesome. Do your thing. That's what your husband, your father did to me.
And they all lived happily
That's
ever after.
right. That's right, because we the Nevilles. Thank you. All 20 of us are going to live happily ever after.
Well, whenever we discover that planet they live on, we'll go there as well and have a
You're
wonderful
not
time.
invited. You're
So,
not.
I'm
Rob
clearly-
is invited. Rob and Mike are invited.
Rob already visits that planet every day at 9 a.m. when we do this. Rob used to be on my team, and we had a lot more fun, buddy.
Rob's smart. A very smart man. Thank you.
Whenever she says thank you at the end, something's going on. The thing she said before has got major issues, and she
You're
knows
a
it.
hater.
So
You're
she throws a thank you at the end.
hater.
I'm
Hater.
just a realist, that's all. Can we leave yet, Jannelle?
We may leave because Brian already said I'm annoying. No, he's annoying. Come on.
You are kind of annoying. I'm glad you admitted it. Did you admit it?
No, I was quoting you.
So you don't think the whole tie theory was annoying?
It's the truth. I won 5-second rules this week, and he won 5-second rule, and we tied. We both won at the same time. That's what a tie
That's
is.
not a tie.
That's what
You don't
tie
think
is.
that's annoying?
What's up, Shannon? That's what a tie is. A tie is 2 people competing and winning at the same time. Amen. Woo! Man, I'm smart. I'm smart. I think it's like amazing. Thank you.
Okay, well, we'll go.
Thank you.
It's nice
Thank
to see
you.
ya.
I tied this week.
Now you're a few minutes in perfect land,